of the dichotomies that we see applied to women are also applied specifically to Asian women, and then like the dragon lady or the geisha, right? And that's the thing about how stupid this question is of like, was this race or gender? And if you use an intersectional feminist framework, it's like, they're always happening at the same time. Like, we just have to like think a little bit more complexly about how our race is also gendered, right? How are Latinx people hypersexualized? How are Black bodies hypersexualized? How are Asian women exotified and yet also docile? How are Asian men stereotyped as like non-sexual? In this horrible fucking occurrence, the way that this man, this murderer, explained his thinking is so parallel to the way Black trans women are the targets of violence and murder.
Yes.
This idea of like,
I couldn't resist.
Yeah. And also, your body is a temptation and must be eliminated. And that only happens when you don't see people as like full fucking humans, which we're like very good at doing in the United States. The thing is, this man is racist and sexist and all of the things, which if you are not those things, you didn't grow up a person in America, right? Like, if you don't have that in you, it's because you're not a person. Like, when we say these things are structural, it's because there isn't any place you can go outside of them. There's not like an island where you're not sexist or you're not racist, unless you are aware that racism and sexism are things and you're actively working against them. Like, you don't just accidentally become not racist or not homophobic. Like, someone along the way had to make a choice to be like, I'm aware this is a thing and we're not going to do that. Which, you know, going back to the St. Patrick's Day posts, like, that's part of what's disappointing about that. It's like, you have a moment, you know, not to virtue signal, but to like just be like, hey, this is a shitty thing. And that goes a long way in terms of spreading the radical notion that these women were fucking humans and that their lives have value. And despite the shape, color, and size of the container that they came in. Like,
and their job.
My stance as a comedian is like, comedy really is just to make people laugh. And I think that there's a way where you can make jokes in any context, because I play a lot in that area, but it's always so important to like think through on a very microcosmic level, what are you saying in your joke? Like, what is this actually achieving? And
with
who is the butt?
Yeah, exactly.
Empathy, and also to understand social contexts.